Hey guys, this is the first official video in a series that I'm doing, and the purpose of this series is twofold, maybe threefold. One, it is to connect with people that are having similar problems as me and going through similar struggles so that we can be on this journey together and we can heal it together. I'm gonna tell you certain things that I'm doing that are working well, and then you can implement what you may and put on the shelf the other things that you don't like. And then also for accountability for myself. Sometimes we need to tell people so they can hold us accountable, so hold me accountable. If you see me slipping, give me a slap. Not really, but you can call me out on it. That's cool. We'll be cool like that. So now the problems that you may be dealing with. Stress. It all comes from stress. Whether it's physical stress, mental, or emotional stress. Stress has so many negative impacts on the body, and I am learning as I go. Because the truth is, you could eat perfectly, you could have an amazing fitness plan, but you could be stressed out like ain't no tomorrow, and your amazing fitness and nutrition doesn't really mean much. So just to allow you to understand, I want to give you a quick summary of where I've been so you know where I'm coming from, and you won't be able to identify 100% with where I've been because everyone is unique. We are all unique and individual, but we all share things in common. So, for example, I used to compete. You may not have used to compete, but you may have put stress on your body in a different way that I put it on, which is causing you to feel a drain in energy, just not like the same vibrant self you used to feel, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. So when I was competing, I did some crazy things. Never any steroids. So just to kind of clear that myth up, never any steroids, but I basically would have probably been better off taking steroids, as crazy as that sounds, because I ate nothing but boiled chicken, asparagus, water, a couple fish oil pills a day, and a fat burner for the weeks leading up to my competitions. On top of that, my last show, I was a grad student. I was working out twice a day. I was working at a TV station doing the graveyard shift, which, by the way, did you know they call it the graveyard shift because it literally sends you to your grave early? At least that's what someone told me, so I'm going with it. But I will not go to my grave early. I am going to think beyond that. So, oh yeah, by the way, I go off on a lot of tangents, so you'll learn that about me really quickly as you watch these videos, but I'm gonna try to stick to the script. Actually, there is no script. That's the other thing about these videos. I'm not coming in here pre-scripted. I'm just gonna once a week check in with you guys, tell you what has been working for me that week, so that you can implement some things if you want. I just got off on 3 tangents. Where was I? I'm gonna have to go back and watch this to make sure I picked up on the right spot. But I think I was telling you about where I've been. That sounds about right, where I've been, so you know where we're going. So competition days completely destroyed my health. I, right now, today, am way better than I was years ago. The reason why is because the thing that changed the game for me was reducing my stress, and for me it was reducing the physical stress, and eating a diet of whole foods, meaning I was getting a lot of nourishment in my body, so a paleo style diet. Nothing packaged, nothing processed, and it was amazing. If it wasn't for that, I would be a mess today, way worse than I am. But today I am still struggling with some things. So I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and he was like, I was not expecting these results. You're kind of a mess. I was like, really? Tell me, how bad of a mess am I? And so, just so you know, I could tell my energy had dropped. I could tell, but it's my new normal, right? It's what I'm used to, so you adapt, you go on. I could tell my mood's not the same as it once used to be. I have to really, really make an effort to stay motivated and to stay positive. But I fill my mind with a lot of positive thinking, and I don't try to pray every day. I do pray every day. I visioneer. I visualize the future that I want to see. I do all kinds of things for my mind to stay positive. But I could tell, like, it's something, I just, a little brain fog and all of that. I try not to give it power, so I try not to think about it too much. But my digestion's been like super off, and it was really correlated actually with a few weeks ago when I got called in at the TV station kind of last minute. And so for 3 days, I worked from about 4 a.m. I woke up at 3:15 a.m. So from 3:15 a.m. until 8 p.m., I was on the go for 3 days straight. And because I had so much on my mind, the few hours that I allowed myself to sleep, I really didn't. I might have gotten a couple hours, so I did that 3 nights in a row. This was just like a month ago. And my body just crashed hard after that. And ever since then, my stomach has been all bubbly. I just feel like my digestion's off. I'm probably not absorbing the food that I'm putting in my body properly, meaning I'm not soaking up the good vitamins and minerals from it properly. My mood got even weirder. My energy got even lower. I could tell my metabolism slowed. People will look at me and be like, oh, yeah, your metabolism slowed. But the fact of the matter is I eat so well, and I work out so well, because if I don't, I'm not exaggerating, guys. If I didn't eat like I did and stay as active as I do, I would probably be at least an extra 25 pounds overweight, like over the course of, I would say, a couple of years. I would, if I ate like the average person and worked out like the average person, I would be easily like 40 to 50 pounds heavier over the course of several years, I would say. But I don't put the inflammatory foods in my body, so on and so forth. So that's how I'm able to keep going. And that's what my doctor said. He goes, it's a good thing that you eat like you do, because if you didn't, you would be SOL, basically. Yeah, out of luck. We'll just say that. That's a nicer way to say it. So here we are today. And oh yeah, on top of that, forgot to mention one of the craziest things. So I really haven't gotten my period in like the last 10 years. I've gotten it a handful of times, but it was very few and far between. And I haven't had it for sure in the last about 3 years. Like, not a drop of blood has come out. So TMI, sorry. I'm just being raw and real with you guys. So anyways, that's a problem. Yeah, blood work did show that my estrogen levels and progesterone levels were in the postmenopausal range. Yay, postmenopause in my 20s. All right, cool. Not so much. We're going to fix that. So obviously, for people out there for sure whose hormones are out of whack, for people that have been told that their thyroid hormones are off balance, which there's so much confusion about this topic. I'm not going to get too far down a rabbit hole right now, but just because your thyroid hormones are off doesn't mean it's your thyroid, because your thyroid produces T4 and T3. T3 is the active thyroid hormone, and T3 is converted into that from T4 in the gut and in the liver, also in the kidneys and some other places. So if your T3 is what's responsible for fast metabolism, for your energy, for really just feeling alive, you need your T3 levels to be in range if you want to feel good. And you need them to be more than just in range. You need them to be above what's necessary to survive. Because usually the ranges that you see on your blood work, like, oh, the range for this is between this and this. Well, that's usually the range that you need to survive. But if you want to thrive, can I get an amen? I want to thrive. So if you want to thrive, then you will probably want those numbers to be a little bit above the bare minimum, right? It's like, okay, you got a D, you passed, congrats. But are you going to really know all of that information? Are you going to be able to do amazing things with that information? Probably not. So of course there's exceptions, but probably not. right? So it's kind of a similar thing here with the blood work. So the T3 should be between the free T3. Is it free T3 or is it, I want to make sure I'm talking correctly. I have my blood work right here. The total T3, see? Had to check myself before I wrecked myself. I've already wrecked myself. Anyway, so the total T3 should be between 80 and 180, and yeah, mine's at 65. So based on that, and when yours is that low, you should feel like garbage. But again, it's my new normal. So it's been like that for a while. And then estrogen and progesterone, nothing. Ain't got no estrogen. So cool. I don't get all emotional sometimes. That's a plus. But there's a lot of negatives to that. Estrogen and progesterone, you know, you hear a lot like, oh, you don't want too much estrogen, estrogen dominance, and that it is more common to see that people have too much estrogen in their body than my case nowadays. But anyway, an imbalance is not good. You want everything to be in balance. So what are we doing about it? Glad you asked. So I was gonna do this photo shoot / workout DVD by popular demand in October, which happens to be my birth month. But I decided that I am going to not commit to that right now. I'm going to do it someday, but I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do it in October. It might be November, it might be December. And what's gonna tell that? Well, here's how we're gonna do it. Okay, my accountability partners, this is a super weird thing. I've decided that for me to really start going in and preparing for it, I need to start bleeding first. I need to get my period. I need to become a woman again. And then once that happens, then I can think about going in and start cutting body fat and all that and preparing for this this workout DVD shoot. And I hope that competitors listen to this, because for competitors, you're always in the cycle of when's my next show. And if you don't give your body time to rest, you might never say when's your next show. You're going to be like, okay, when's my next doctor's visit? What's my next prescription med that I got to take? You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn when to back off sometimes. I'll learn with you. All right, so right now, I've been tracking this. This is now where we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of it. 12 minutes in. Geez, Lindsay, be more concise next time. Note to self. All right, so I would highly recommend that you guys know your levels, know your blood work levels. This could be as simple as going online, and you can do a Google search of different places that you can go through to get your blood work done. You can also shoot me a message if you need, or leave a comment here on this video if you have some questions on that. Oh yeah, duh, I'm not a doctor, guys. I don't, prescribe things. I'm not telling you what to do. You always want to check with your doctor, all right? Just to be clear on that. I'm just telling you my experience. So I would see where you're at with everything. I got a full blood panel done, and I got an adrenal test done, a Dutch test. So, and now I would also recommend that you track your food. So I'm going to just tell you guys what I've been doing eating-wise. I've been eating about between 18 to 1900 calories a day. And I've been working out about 5 to 6 times a week, mostly lifting. I would say lifting about 5 times and a cardio once a week. I'm also usually moving around a frequent amount. I train clients a lot of times during the day, in the morning and at night, throughout the day, really. And so it does require me to, pick up dumbbells, do some stuff here and there. I don't work out with them. I watch their form and I focus on them. But it's still, some activity, demonstrating form, whatever. So with that being said, I realized that I'm not nourishing my body enough. And what I need to do now is called reverse dieting. So reverse dieting is where you gradually add calories back into the diet in such a slow way that your body doesn't retain a whole lot of fat. And if done properly, you can actually do it to the point where you don't really gain any weight. Some people do it and lose weight. I mean, those are kind of the exceptions, but it can make sense from a hormonal standpoint. If you've been suppressing your body and depriving your body so much that your bodily functions start to slow down to adapt to that, and then you just kind of kick things up, like get a little more fuel to the fire, then a lot of times that kicks things in and it's good. So something else that I realized is extremely important for good thyroid hormones is eating enough carbohydrates, especially if you're working out. So if you've gone too low carb for too long, you very well, especially if you're an athlete, you very well could find that you're having some of the same problems as me. And your body will tell you, you're gonna feel something's off, but you might not know how to fix it. So right now, I have my spreadsheet here. Let me see if y'all can see this. Not that you're gonna be able to see like the exact numbers right now, but this is basically something that I put together with a lot of thought and a lot of planning on how I'm gonna get my body back on track. So right now, eating about 1850 calories a day. We're gonna bump that up for the rest of this month to 1890. I know there's only a couple weeks left in this month. So it's 155 grams of carbs today, bumping that up a little bit from where I was, which was about like 140. 160 grams of protein a day, which is about where I was. 70 grams of fat per day. That equates to about 1890 calories. Now, workout-wise, I'm doing a leg workout on Monday, quad focused. Stretch on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not working out on Tuesday. Different for me. An upper body workout on Wednesday. Stretching, some ab work, and walking on Thursday, which is today, which I'm about to go do. Usually I work out in the morning, so it's weird for me to not work out in the morning. And then a leg hamstring focused workout on Friday. And then stretching on Saturday. But side note, I lead a faith and fitness group on Saturdays, and I do like to work out with the ladies, but it's a really quick workout. So for the next couple of weeks while that group is still in session, I'm going to do a very light full body circuit with them, and then I'll go to stretching. All right, accountability partners? Cool. So then Sunday's going to be off, pray, walk, that's fine, but nothing strenuous. Nothing strenuous. So cutting back on the on how strenuous my workouts are, I'd probably still go kind of hard on leg day, not gonna lie, and kind of hard on upper body day, but I'm not gonna go hard in the paint 6 days a week anymore, guys. It just ain't gonna happen. So that's the plan, is to cut back on the working out, to increase the calories a little bit, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing next month. It's gonna be another increase in calories. My food that I'm eating is every morning I'm gonna have a cup of egg whites, the pan lightly greased in coconut oil, a juice which includes 15 different fruits and vegetables. So it's very dense in micronutrients. During the days that I work out, I'm gonna eat a banana and take Catalyst, which is an amino acid. Immediately after my workout, I'm gonna have sweet potato and chicken. Then, I'll eat whatever I feel like, but it's all going to be paleo. Definitely no dairy, no gluten, no soy. I might incorporate some more quinoa, which I don't do, but I think that might do the body good, for a different carb source. Spaghetti squash is my other main carb source. And make sure that I'm getting some more eggs in my diet, because I need... And for everyone out there, you need to eat healthy fat, because that's a precursor to hormones. And you will shut your body's hormonal production down, been there, done that, if you don't eat fat. Hence the chicken asparagus days. Yeah. Great job, Lindsay. You screwed your body up. But it's all right, because now we're learning and now we're here. So I do take a fair amount of supplements, all herbal-based stuff. I'm not going to go into them in this video. If y'all really want to know, you can ask me in another video. And I'm also going to be tracking how all of this impacts my weight. I do bone broth fast from time to time, so I'll check in with y'all and let you know when I'm going to do my next bone broth fast and how to do it. I have an awesome YouTube video on how to do a bone broth fast. For right now, while I'm trying to heal the body, I'm going to hold off on doing the bone broth fast for at least another couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I'll probably incorporate some refeeds from time to time as well. We'll go over all that throughout this series. And if y'all have any specific questions, then I would love to hear, but I just kind of wanted to set the groundwork here, and then I'll dive into some really specific topics as time goes. And like I said, please share this video with anyone who you think would benefit. I do lead people through a charge up challenge every 4 months. We kick one off. The next one kicks off in April. So if you want more information on that, we're just finishing up this round. Man, my challengers did freaking awesome. I'm getting some before and after pictures in and some testimonials, and people have definitely lost inches around their waist. In 3 months, they've lost inches around their waist. They feel way better. They're thinking way better. Just so many cool results that I'm seeing from my current group. So proud of y'all. And for anyone else that wants to join, the next one is in April. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll see all the info on that. My Facebook is Lindsey Day Fitness. Lindsey is spelled with an E, not an A. Instagram is at Lindsey Day Fitness, again with an E, not an A. LINDSEYDAY FITNESS. That's about it, guys. I will check in with y'all next week.